Hi, I'm Cristina Smith, creator, along with my brother, puzzle master Rick Smith, of the Yoga for the Brain series of profound philosophy and fun celebrating puzzle books. We are celebrating the release of our fifth book in the Yoga for the Brain series, Inspired Wisdom Word Search Yoga for the Brain, featuring 60 contributing authors. And how are we celebrating? Why, we're hanging out with some of them and get to know them. And today we have with us the author of puzzle number 30, Cheryl Marks Young, and she wrote the puzzle, Celebrate! Exclamation point. Oh yeah. Welcome, Cheryl.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am a CEO and business coach and life strategist, and I focus people on the steps to get to the life that they want to have. And part of the biggest piece of that is that they have to celebrate each step of the way. So we tend to wait till the end to celebrate. And the reality is, if we celebrate the small steps and the big steps, we get to the end faster. We get to where we want to go. And so that's sort of my life philosophy, as well as how I work with people.
So we celebrate getting the to-dos done with ta-das, right?
Exactly. It's a great way to say it.
Cool. Well, and it's such an important thing. And I believe that so many of us skip the celebration. We just add more to the to-do list. And life can be a celebration, even in the small stuff and even in the stuff that's kind of yucky. Like, even if you're doing something that's not pleasant, not at all what you want to be doing, you can find small celebrations in every little thing, right?
Exactly. And honor them even with a small ritual, like having your favorite cup of tea before you go to bed is a way to celebrate the day and celebrate yourself.
Yeah, and sometimes, if I've like written the perfect sentence or gotten something done that I wanted to do and there's nobody to pat me on the back, I'll say to myself, great job, you did a great job. Because if I don't celebrate myself, I'm not inviting that into my world, because I'm not treating myself like the way I'd like to be treated by others. Right? So
Exactly.
we create a roller coaster of celebrate, not celebrate, if we don't include ourselves in celebration every day. Because it's either on or off, and we're looking for validation through celebration from others, right?
Right. And we're taught in life to not acknowledge ourselves or to not be bigger, like don't be too big for your britches kind of thing. And yet we miss out so much by not celebrating. So we just have to celebrate.
So what advice would you give to someone who's feeling kind of down and feeling like they're not really doing much that's worth celebrating, and their life is basically not so great right now? What advice would you give to them?
I would ask them to start looking at the places in their life where they did something, even if it's small, something that they're happy about, something that made them happy, and think back to that. And then look at the everyday of what's happening now, and then look towards the future, whether they like to paint or sing or write or dance. Just create a picture and an image of what they would like that to look like that would make them happy. And then begin to make small steps every day to get to that space and celebrate each day. If they make one step in the right direction, even if it's, let's say somebody wants to lose 40 pounds and they're not happy today because they haven't lost the 40 pounds, really find something every day to celebrate that they took as a step toward that goal.
Right, like instead of eating 3 pieces of chocolate, they ate 2. That's worth celebrating.
Exactly. It's not about eliminating everything else other than the goal. It's about the baby steps and about celebrating. So I love how you said that, because they didn't have to give up chocolate. They just had to eat 1 piece less.
Right, because
And that's
small incremental steps with enthusiastic effort do a lot more than radical changes. I mean, occasionally that's totally necessary. However, you can build on your successes through celebration. It's one of the best ways to achieve whatever you want in your life. At least that's what I found. What do you think?
exactly. I think as you said that, I was thinking of the story of the rabbit and the hare, and the hare just the rabbit and the hare, the hare and the tortoise.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the tortoise just one step in front of the other until it got to its goal. And that's what this is. It's really one little step. And what sets us apart sometimes is we try to take too much on. And so just break it down one piece at a time and one step at a time,
Right,
and
because
celebrate those.
as little as, you know, a minute a day or one piece less of chocolate a day, something really small every day,
Right.
all of a sudden you see your dream manifest right before your eyes, and it was practically effortless.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
It's
tell
a
us
very
what kind of
powerful
puzzles
thing.
you like to do, Cheryl.
So I actually love to sit with my kids and do crossword puzzles.
Oh, neat. How
I
old
have
are
a
your
9-year-old
kids?
and a 14-year-old. It even at the end of a busy day where you think it would set your mind racing, it actually calms us down. And I do believe that when you do word search or crossword puzzles, anything that makes you think that way and focus, it actually quiets the brain. It calms it down because it begins to focus it, which is the opposite of what most people think, is that it would excite them. It's a great way to reconnect for me with myself and reconnect with my kids as well. When we do them together, they love it.
That's great. And you've written another book too, right?
I wrote, can I hold it up? I
You
wrote,
can.
I'm always so shy. So this is another way to celebrate Love Your Life, which is an 8-step process, sort of what we described, to throw your life, the picture, out into the future, the image of what you want to do, whether it's your whole life or a small piece or a small change. Paint a picture, dance, write, whatever it is that gives you that image, and then 8 real steps to walk towards it. How are you going to support yourself? What kind of support you need? Who needs to help? Who you need to reach out to? And then experimenting one step at a time. So if you go a little to the left and you realize that was a wrong move, so now you go a little to the right until you get there. It's that experiment.
And a dance too. And we talk about this in one of the chapters in Inspired Wisdom Word Search, is how to get inspired. So you could start here by reading that chapter and then move on to Cheryl's book if you want to really get deep into creating a life that you love. And you can pick up Inspired Wisdom Word Search at bookstores everywhere, Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Target.com. And thank you so much for enjoying, and thanks for playing, and thanks for celebrating, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Bye-bye for now.